What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Man, just good day to you all. Listen, y'all already know what it is, man. If y'all seeing me like this, y'all know it's Wednesday. Nah, not hump day. It's midweek medicine, baby. That's right. You don't know me. It's me, Miguel Brown. I'm the mindset motivator. Mr. Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. Some call me the experience specialist. That's just what it is. Look here, man. I'm back off something special right now. Disclaimer, spoiler alert, whatever you want to look. No, this is not the official comeback. Well, I'll be back weekly basis like I was. This is something I've been thinking about for a while, and I wanted to drop this on you guys. This is primarily based around fitness, but it works for everything. All right. So, kind of give you a background. I'm part of a workout group now, created by a good friend of mine, Mo. Shout out to my man Mo. Great things are happening right now. The group is called Let's Do It, and it's a fitness group. We go in. It's all about accountability, dedication, commitment, staying focused, working on your goals, working on yourself, and everybody motivating and pushing each other. And the overall goal here is to create not just some Facebook page group where anybody can get in, but a culture, okay? And in this culture is requirements. We have a screening process. It's things you got to do on a day-to-day basis, and it's all a part of the accountability. Those who step up to meet the challenge are seeing the fruit. Those who feel like it's too much either didn't make the cut or they got cut. So, quick story. Mo is talking to a young lady today, and the young lady is talking about how she wants to lose weight, So, of course, that's Mo's window to share with her about the group. And he explains to her the level of accountability we have to one another, our dedication, how we work every day. It's videos posted every day on meals, workouts, everything. Our moments of weakness, everything is on here. We push each other to that next level. Y'all know I'm all about self-evolution. Change your mind, change your life. So he explains to the girl all these things and everything you got to do. And her response to him, after saying how she wants to lose weight, now y'all already know that that's not an easy thing. Her response to him was, if I got to do all of that to lose weight, I'd rather stay fat. Followed it up with the LLS. And y'all know that means laughing like. So, of course, that had Mo thinking. And I'm not even going to say what he said, because pretty much what he's saying I'm about to say right now, but in my own way about what's been sitting on my heart. And I feel like now is the perfect time for this particular message. And we're going to call this Hate It or Love It. That's what we're going to call today's little message, Hate It or Love It. As you all know, I am big on change. And the one thing that I believe, in order for your circumstance, your situation, yourself to change, is that you have to change up here first. You give a person a new way of thinking, it's hard for them to go back to their old ways and their old habits. Especially if they start applying what they're learning and what they're taking in. Backstory, y'all know, I lost my job in 2012. From there, I made a choice that I never wanted to end up in that situation. And by reading was one of the ways that it took me to my next level. And eventually, a process happened and my situation has dramatically changed for me and my family. Anyway, if you think about this story, this young lady, as you can, she likes the box that she's in. She's very comfortable. She doesn't want to do anything that's going to cause any pain or hurt herself in any kind of way, or push herself. Or my motto for 2017 is stretch yourself. She is, even though she wants to lose something, because she don't want to do the work, she's comfortable with where she at. And there's so many people like that in so many different areas of their life, in their marriage, at work, with friends, in school, somewhere in the community, in following whatever their purpose or their passion may be. This is in any area that you could possibly think of. The thing is, it's only going to take one thing to change a person, and y'all got to hear me out on this. Some of y'all might be like, what? How could you say that? But it's one thing, and y'all listen good, that it really takes to change a person. And some people might say love. That's not it. If you real before I give you the answer, you think about it like this: an abusive situation, and you got a man beating on a woman, and she stays because of love. Her situation, and one thing she says, I love him and he loves me. You know, maybe he'll change one day. Or people get together thinking they can change each other because they love each other. It never works out. That never happens. But I will give you what it does take. What it takes to truly change, to decide to change, to make change in your life is hate. Ooh. Hate, Miguel? For real? That's hate, brother. That's a strong word. Yes, it takes hate. I'm talking about that I despise it. It's a despicable type of hate. That's what I'm talking about. In order to make real change in your life, you have to hate your situation, your circumstance, something about yourself so much that you make a decision to change that thing. And I said this in my last podcast. When you think about the word decide, and I focus on the end part, the side, the CIDE, that goes into the same word with homicide and suicide. And in order for those words to happen, something has to end, right? So you have to make a decide to end something in your life. But before you can make that decision, you have to hate it so much that you want that change to happen in your life. Case in point, working out. The story I just told you. People all around the world love eating. They don't like having to be mindful of what they eat, how much they eat. They just want to go. They just want to eat. They eat and drink and everything, and they don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You love to eat. You love the way food tastes, but you hate what it does to you. You hate that after you've had that big Thanksgiving dinner or all those drinks the night before, that when it's time to get dressed, you hate the way you look in your clothes. You don't like the way you look in the bathing suit. You hate how you feel. But the thing is, you don't hate it enough to where you're ready to make a change, because you still too much in love with the thing that gives you a temporary fix. And the thing about that temporary fix is that it turns into a lifestyle. And when it turns into a lifestyle, it's kind of hard to get out of it. Hard to make that change, right? But if you get to that point where you despise that thing, you hate it that much, you'll start making a change. And sometimes it takes one thing. You see, I learned this lesson. God, life, universe, karma, however you look at it, sometimes will put you in a situation and you'll be thinking like, Lord, why me? Why this happened to me in my life? Like, why did I have to experience this? Why did I have to fall so hard? You see, sometimes we have to fall so hard and get into a deep, dark place so that you start hating it so much that you never end up back in that position again. Once again, when I lost my job in 2012 and I got a kid coming, I got 3 other kids, I got a fiance, and I got a rent that's $2,000, car notes and all this other stuff, we were struggling and it was hard. It was a mean process, but I made a real live choice that I will never end up here again. Me and my family won't end up here again, and what do I need to do to make that change? And that change came when I started reading and giving myself more knowledge and more understanding about different things. That's when that change started happening. You got to get to the point where you hate a thing so much. You look in that mirror, you hate the weight that you see so much. You hate how you feel that much that you get up and you make that change. You start motivating yourself. And see, the thing is, you don't have to do it alone. See, you can connect with the right people that can, so to speak, help you hate your situation that much. What do I mean by that? For example, in our group, let's do it. Because everybody is so driven on their goals about getting better physically, mentally, health-wise, that to be around us will remind you of why it is you're in that group and what it is about yourself that you don't like, that you're trying to change, that you're pushing for. Y'all look at me, I'm like, oh, Miguel, you in good shape. 5 years ago, I was at the best shape of my life. My body was the way that I wanted. I was feeling good, feeling great. But then I got lazy and I let myself go after I had my son. And now at this point right now, well, not right now, as of a few weeks ago, I looked in the mirror and I hated it. I couldn't stand it. I ain't like the way I felt. I could feel the fat jiggling. I ain't like it. I couldn't stand it. So what did I do? I made that choice. I made a decision. I literally committed a homicide on myself. Something had to die. What had to die in me? I had to get dedicated. I had to get committed to my diet change. I'm not dieting, but I'm not eating like I used to. I'm not eating all of the hamburgers and everything, more food that's good for me. I'm drinking more water. I cut energy drinks back. I'm just doing overall more healthy things. The group helps me promote. Case in point, today was the smoothie challenge, and you had to replace a meal with the smoothie. When lunchtime came and I had my smoothie, I had some food that I wanted to eat, but I was thinking about me being in the leadership position. I was thinking about people following my lead. I was thinking about about me even accepting this challenge and I can't go back on me accepting this challenge. I can't let the people that are following me down. I have to continue and I have to push on. So right then and there, I didn't even want that food no more, and I only drank that smoothie, and I had that salad for dinner rather than lunch. So the right people in your place will help you change as well. But you gotta start hating first. And it's a healthy hate. It's not a bad hate. It's not a hate like you want to kill somebody. It's a hate that you want to see a bad habit, a weakness, a flaw within you die, so that something else better can take its place. To lose weight, you get healthy, you gain more years on your life. You don't like your job, you hate your job, or you love the check but you hate your job, but you don't hate your job enough, because the love for that check keeps you there as much as you hate that job. Well, hate that job enough to step out of there and stretch yourself and possibly follow your passion. You don't like being in that marriage. You love your husband, you love your wife, but at the same time, you hate how you feel being home. Make the change. Go to counseling. It might just be over with and end it. Stop stressing yourself and killing yourself so much. Make the right choices. Decide. Something has to end in order for you to change. But before you can change, you got to hate that thing that much that you're willing to make that change. You genuinely willing to commit to what you need to do to get to where you're going. So, with that being said, the only thing I leave you with is that do a self-assessment of yourself, your situation, what you're in, and realize, like, I don't want this anymore. I don't like this lifestyle. I don't want this weight. I don't want this job. I want a better job. Start training. You actually got to start training your mind to hate that situation so much until it pushes you to change it. So many people out here bitter and upset, but they bitter and upset and comfortable where you at. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, because in your uncomfortable state, that's where your freedom is. So, I close with that. I love you guys. Once again, I appreciate you for rolling with me. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Until then.